for the first time yesterday. I finally found the missing part of me. I felt so close, but you were far away. Left me without anything to say. Now I'm speechless, over the edge, I'm just breathless. I never thought that I'd catch this love bug again. Hopeless, head over heels in the moment. I never thought that I'd get hit by this love bug again. Can't get your smile out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. I think about your eyes all the time. Beautiful, but you don't even try. Don't even try. Modesty is just so hard to find. Now I'm speechless, over the edge, I'm just breathless. I never thought that I'd catch this love bug again. Hopeless, head over heels in the moment.
So the way that me and Jordan met is kind of a crazy story.
Kind of a long story. My sister Stephanie saw her on Instagram, and she's a wedding photographer, and she's from Montana, and she thought that we had a lot of common interests and we'd get along. And then, so she got in contact with Rachel's boss, who actually shot her wedding, Stephanie's wedding, and Michelle's wedding, and got with her boss and got Rachel's number and sent it to me. And I didn't do anything with it for a few months. And then I get an email from my Uncle Steve in Alaska, and he said that he had a friend that he went to college with that had a daughter that I should take out. So he sent me her information, and it turned out that it was the same girl. So I figured that was a big enough sign.
I thought that both connections were insane and crazy, but he just thought that the two people knew each other. He thought Stephanie and Steve knew that they were both trying to get him on a date with me, but it was totally random.
From hello, what's your name? To know I'll never be the same. Oh, you've been changing me from trying so hard not to play the fool. To do you know that you're beautiful? Oh, you've been changing me. Just take some time, but little by little, yeah, we'll get it right. Oh, I never thought I could get the chance to be here with you.
Our first date was in August 2018.
We went out to a private pond below Richmond, and we went carp fishing.
He picked me up at 8 a.m. to go fishing, which was kind of a weird time of day, but he was working nights at that time, so it made sense. And he took me out to a pond in the middle of some farmland, and we caught carp, which was kind of right up my alley because I'm from Montana, and I even got to wear my cute fishing shirt. We caught a carp. He was using this little short fishing pole, and I remember teasing him about it and kind of trying to make some jokes because it was still pretty formal. We didn't really know each other that well, and I said something mean about the fishing pole maybe, and he whispered to the fishing pole and said, "Don't worry, she doesn't mean it." And for some reason that little like glimmer of a personality like kind of got in my head as maybe that he might be somebody with a sense of humor. And then he took me home and dropped me off. He sent me the picture he'd taken me with the fish, and then we didn't talk again for a long time.
I was a boat stuck in a bottle that never got the chance to touch the sea. just forgot on the shelf. No wind in the sails, going nowhere with no one but me. I was 1 in 100 billion, a burnout star in a galaxy, just lost in the sky, wondering why everyone else shines out but me. But I came to life when I first kissed you. The best me has his arms around you. You make me better than I was before. Thank God I'm yours. I was a worn out set of shoes, wandering the city streets.
Some of my first impressions of Jordan were basically that we were both just super shy.
I don't know.
I think I was just attracted to the fact that he was a really nice person and we seemed to have a lot of similar life values.
I mean, I thought it was cool that she was fine with going fishing on the first date. I mean, there's a lot of girls that would think that's kind of a weird date. She was fully on board, so it was cool.
I'd never gone with the wind, just let it flow. Let it take me where it wants to go till you open the door. Now there's so much more I'd never seen it before. I was trying to fly, but I couldn't find wings. But you came along and you changed everything. You lifted my feet off the ground. You spin me around. You make me crazier, crazier. Feels like I'm falling and I'm lost in your eyes. You make me crazier, crazier, crazier. I watched from a distance as you made life your own. Every sky was your own kind of blue, and I wanted to know how that would feel.
So it actually took a while for us to actually start dating.
The funny part about knowing that I wanted to date Jordan was that our story is pretty spread out. We went on our first date and we had kind of a failure of a second date where I invited him over for lunch about 6 months after our first date. That didn't go super great because I was really nervous.
I went over and she made food and it was fine and everything, but at the end, I go to leave and she opens up her arms like this and goes, "Come here, buddy."
And I ended up giving him a hug on the way out and I called him buddy on accident.
And to me, that was like a friend zone move, which she says it wasn't.
I don't super remember it happening.
After that, I didn't ask her out again because I was like, "Oh, she called me buddy. I guess we're friends now."
And then fast forward another year and a half almost, I was scrolling through Mutual, the dating app, and I found him. And all that summer, I had been getting asked on blind dates, and every time I would get asked on a blind date, I kept having my mind say, "I'd rather get to know that Jordan Bolin guy. I'd rather get to know him."
And then she texted me and was like, "Hey, if you're not dating anyone, do you want to go on a date?" And I was like, "Sure." And we went on our first date, and I don't know, it worked this time.
Oh, this love, it's feeling kinda heavy.
like a cadence. All your dreams leave me wanting more. If life is a sea, then babe, our love's an anchor holding me when we can't see the shore. Now I'm feeling kind of free when you're next to me. It's joy each time I breathe. You're everything I need when you're next to me.
I have always been a little bit cocky when it comes to marriage, thinking like, how is someone gonna walk into my life and become the most important person to me?
That's a big question.
But when it came to Jordan, we just clicked so well from the beginning. We were so compatible. We had so many things in common. We could make each other laugh pretty spot on. So it just seemed like throughout dating him, that we could just take one step forward and it would just feel right. Take another step forward, it would feel right.
I mean, the more I got to know her, the more I realized how compatible we were and how I enjoyed spending time with her. So I figured, why not spend all the time with her forever?
So once he brought it up, we started discussing deeper things. And the second that we started letting our walls fall down, I realized how much we matched in our hearts. And that's why I decided I wanted to marry Jordan.
Tell me that you want me, and I'll be yours completely, for better or for worse. I know we'll have our disagreements, be fighting for no reason. I wouldn't change it for the world. 'Cause I knew the first day that I met you, I was never gonna let you slip away. And I still remember feeling nervous, trying to find the words to get you here today. You make my heart feel like it's summer when the rain is pouring down. You make my whole world feel so right when it's wrong. 'Cause I know you are the one. That's why I know you are the one. Life is easy to be scared of. With you I am prepared for what is yet to come. 'Cause our two hearts will make it easy, joining up the pieces, together making one. You make my heart feel like it's summer.
So Jordan proposed to me on kind of a regular night. I was gonna make some hamburgers for my family. He called me and said something to the point of like, it's our 6-month anniversary of our first date. We should recreate it and go get some sweet potato fries. That's what we did our third first day, I guess. He picked me up and I was not wearing a jacket and it was probably the beginning of March. I didn't think I needed one and he said, well, maybe you should bring it. And then I got a little bit cued on that maybe it might be happening.
I took her to where we had our third first date, which is the ranger station just outside of Logan Canyon. And we ate french fries just like we did on our first date. And sweet potato fries actually from Center Street Grill. Pretty good.
I couldn't tell if he was nervous or not. I was looking for all the signs.
And then at the end, we got done eating and she was ready to go and I was like, well, let's just go look over here. I've never actually looked off this edge before because there's like a nice view of the valley.
And we got over there and he was just kind of hugging me and he said, well, maybe we should leave to go start the hamburgers. And I was like, what's happening? And then finally I was starting to like shake because I was a little bit nervous. So finally he got on his knee and said, will you marry me? And it was just instant, just peace. So I said, yes.
do not love you for the way you kiss, though your lips, they can put me at ease. And I do not love you for your sweet green eyes, though I love when they're looking at me. And I do not love you for the way your hands can touch me and quiet my soul. I love you for all of this and so much more. I do not love you for the way you
What I love
dress.
most about falling in love with Jordan is that I've truly found my best friend. For a few months, I kept asking him, like, are we best friends yet? And he kept saying, no, best friends are boys. And finally, it hit just a tipping point where we became best friends, and that's when everything felt that much more sweet.
I like how thoughtful she is. She's always thinking about other people and how they're feeling and what they need and how she can help them.
We laugh about the same things. We have the same values in so many ways. He thinks about things really similar to me, but also different, and it's also super thoughtful. He sees problems I have in my life and figures out a way to fix them for me. He will spend time with people who are important to me on purpose. He will, he knows exactly what to say if I'm worried about something in my life. He knows exactly what to say to help me. And so I just really feel like the second that we became best friends, it just made everything that much better.
How kind she is and selfless, and how hard of a worker she is. I mean, she drives all over the place, doing weddings for other people, and how much she cares about everyone that she comes in contact with and all of her friends.
Dangerous plan, just this time. A stranger's hand clutched in mine. I'll take this chance, so call me blind. I've been waiting all my life. Please don't scar this young heart. Just take my hand. I was made for loving you, even though we may be hopeless hearts just passing through. Every bone screaming, I don't know what we should do. All I know is, darling, I was made for love.
I am so excited for marriage, and I'm excited to just have someone to spend so much time with. We have lots of adventures planned. We get to go camping and spend time with both of our families.
Oh, it'll be nice not to have to drive home every night.
I'm excited to check off some fun trips that we've always dreamed of doing, but now we can do them together. I'm excited just to have my best friend with me at all times. Whether he likes it or not, he gets to hang out with me always. Someone that we can just share everything with. We can get to set up our house together and start our lives together.
Oh, it'll be nice just to never have to say goodbye, I guess. Just get to spend a lot more time together and get to know each other better and grow our lives together.
You look so wonderful in your dress. I love your hair like that. The way it falls on the side of your neck, down your shoulders and back. We are surrounded by all of these lies and people that talk too much. You got the kind of look in your eyes as if no one knows anything but us. Should this be the last thing I see? I wonder want you to know it's enough for me. 'Cause all that you are is all that I'll ever need. So in love